Yo, second graders, sup? Okay. I just like to keep you on your toes and just be
I'm ready.
like silly.
I'm here
Okay.
for this.
We're doing writing. It's Tuesday, November 3rd. And we yesterday talked about writing a conclusion. So the next step in the writing process is editing and revising.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's like making your work better.
Oh.
Finding mistakes, correcting them
Mm.
to make sure that you are turning in your best work.
That sounds pretty important.
It's really important.
Okay.
Often it's stuff that students skip because they think once they're done writing, they're just done for good. But maybe in first grade, but not in second grade. In
No way.
second grade, we edit and revise and make sure that it is our best writing.
Mhm.
That way, when we turn it in, our teacher's really proud of us. We've tried our best, and it looks really good.
I'm excited.
Here are some things we want to keep in mind as we are checking our paragraph and making sure we did everything correctly. We want to make sure we have BZ Beaver. He's really in charge of organization. He's like Miss Marquardt, super organized. We want to make sure that we started our paragraph with an opinion, that our topic sentence states our opinion. Important. Next, we have Nima Gecko, and she always has really good ideas. So we want to make sure that I have a reason for my opinion. I'm not just saying I really love chocolate ice cream. Clearly, that's why I love chocolate ice cream. I can't just have a topic and a conclusion.
No.
I need to throw some meat into that burger and make sure that I give you some reasons, right? Good reasons, full of great ideas. And then we have Puffin.
PJ Puffin.
PJ Puffin. Oh, there's so many names. Like, I forgot. PJ Puffin, who's all about style. He uses interesting words that fit the topic. So we don't want it to be like a boring paragraph. We want you to really think about it and try to make it interesting for the reader. So we want to make sure that we are always including these in our opinion writing. Now we're going to do something that requires a little more work. I'm going to flip this paper over and show you guys.
I love work.
I started on the opposite page, so you're going to need to flip back to the front of the page for this. And it looks like we already have, if I zoom in, is it going to be too much? No, that's perfect.
Ooh, I love it. Nice
So-
and big.
Nice, you can see it so much better. We're going to read this paragraph, and Miss Marquardt, you're going to help me find mistakes.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay.
And we're going to improve those mistakes.
All
We're
right.
going to fix them so that this is our best writing. Okay? Our title is called Read It Out Loud. So I think the first thing we should do is just go through and read it exactly as it's written.
Okay.
Even if there's a mistake, we're going to read that mistake.
Got it.
Then we'll go back to the beginning and take it sentence by sentence and
Mhm.
fix any mistakes that we think we saw.
Okay.
We'll help each other and make sure we get everything that's not
Got
right.
it. And that's what it means to edit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you guys are going to follow along, and you need, I would say maybe even like a red pen or pencil or something that like is a different color that will pop out at you to fix those mistakes. You're going to do the same thing on your paper that we're doing on the board, okay? All right, so I'm going to ask you to read this paragraph exactly as it's written.
All right, here we go. It's called Read It Out Loud. How can we improve our writing? We can read our writing out loud. That is on thing I have learned this year. There are 2 reasons I read my drafts out loud. First, it helps me find mistakes. I often catch spelling and punctuation mistakes this way. Second, reading out loud helps me fax my writing so they sounds better. For example, I'll hear it if I use the same word too many times. Then I can rewrite the sentence. Reading out loud helps me be a better writer. You should try it too.
There are a lot of mistakes that you need to fix. Sometimes I just sing my words
I like
for
that.
no reason.
That's
Some would say
Awesome.
that's annoying. I don't think so.
I said awesome. So
Thank you.
yeah,
I
you're
heard
welcome.
in my own head, I feel like people would perceive it
I
as
would-
annoying.
I would like to hear more of that.
Okay, maybe if you get lucky in the next video, I'll sing some. Okay, so I saw so many, but let's just start at the beginning.
Okay.
First of all, I noticed that you started with a question word on your
Mm-hmm.
beginning, like hook. You grabbed the reader's attention by saying,
did.
"How can we improve our writing?" But you didn't end with the correct punctuation.
I didn't.
So, and maybe we should use a different color, like I told the kids to use.
All right.
Let's see. How about blue? Just because red might not show up quite as well.
Let's see.
But
Ooh.
blue is a different color. We never know.
Don't worry.
It works.
I'll get it.
It works.
I'll get
I
it.
was just gonna leave it. I guess you
'Cause
want to
it's
be
my
organized.
room. She thinks she
It's
can
not
just
my room,
destroy
so-
the place.
Goodness gracious, you guys.
Okay.
We're not starting this video over either.
No.
You're just gonna, this
Carry
is
on.
real life.
Question mark. Come on.
Okay, question mark.
All right.
I'm doing it. Okay. Okay. So, we're going to put what we call a little caret here. It's kind of like an upside down V, and that's telling us that in this location we need to add something. So we're gonna put a caret there because we want to add a question mark. Okay? So this should have ended with a question mark. First sentence done, looks good now.
Okay.
Now let's look at the next sentence.
Okay.
We can read our writing out loud.
That is not supposed to be one word.
No, this is supposed to be two separate words, sort of like they did right there. My draft's out loud. So we're gonna cross this out, and you guys are also gonna cross it out on your paper. And you're gonna make sure that you can tell that it is two separate words with a space in between them. All right, can you read the next sentence and tell me if you see anything that's
Sure.
off?
That is on thing I have learned this year.
Something sounds weird.
No, that doesn't make sense. That is maybe one thing I have learned this year.
Yeah, it shouldn't say on, it should say one. So we're gonna cross out on and change it to one, O-N-E. All right, let's look at the next sentence. It says, there are 2 reasons I read my drafts out loud. That looks like a pretty good sentence.
Looks
So finally got one where a mistake wasn't made. Let's take a look at the next sentence. First, it helps me find mistakes. I often catch spelling and punctuation mistakes this way. I feel like this is like
Ooh.
multiple sentences
Like
shoved together.
smushed together.
They missed
forgot
some
something.
punctuation here.
All right.
First, it helps me to find mistakes. Period. So we're gonna put a little caret there to remind ourselves right there, arrow caret to a period that should be there. That's 2 separate sentences. So you guys add that too. Okay, why don't you do the next one for us?
All right. The next sentence says, I often catch spelling and punctuation mistakes this way.
Something's wrong over there.
Yeah, I noticed that partway through the sentence, we all of a sudden had a capital letter on the word and.
Yeah.
We don't need a capital letter there.
You shouldn't be adding random capital letters in the middle of a sentence.
Unless
it's
it's
a
a
proper
proper
noun.
We're so
We're in
together.
sync. All right. Here we are. Second, look at that. They have their comma there. That's correct. Second, reading out loud helps me fax my writing so they sound better. There's 2 mistakes there.
I mean, sometimes I fax things. That's a real thing, but I don't think that's what second graders meant in this writing.
What do you think they meant?
I think they wanted to write fix,
Okay.
not fax.
So we're gonna cross out fax and write fix. Fix my writing so they sounds better. I think we should change the pronoun they to it.
Yeah.
So it sounds better. So it sounds better. Whew, we are getting close. Okay.
Almost to the end.
There's one mistake in this next sentence. It
Ooh,
has to do with the contraction.
It's a tricky one.
For example, it looks like it says ill hear it, but it should say I'll hear it if I use the same word too many times.
Yeah.
What should we
Well,
do?
that is supposed to be a contraction for the words I will. A contraction is when we squeeze those words together, and in place of some of the letters, we add an apostrophe instead. So we really need to fix that word by writing I apostrophe L L.
Yes.
You got it.
I apostrophe LL. Okay. Next sentence. Then I can rewrite the sentence.
Ooh. Too many thuds.
Let's just cross one of those out.
But we don't need 2 of
We
them.
only need 1 thought.
Okay.
Okay. Last sentence. No, not last 2 sentences up. Reading out loud helps me be a better writer. 1 mistake there, pretty obvious.
Oh my goodness, they did not start with a capital letter.
Yeah.
So important.
So we want to change that to a capital R. And now we're on our final sentence. You should try it too.
But 2 is like a number.
Yeah, there's 3 different kinds of twos: TO, TOO, and TWO, the number. We need to use the correct one. And this version of 2, TWO, is the number 2, like 1, 2, 3. We want the version of 2 that means also.
Ooh.
Which version is that?
That's tricky. That's gonna be the 2 that has 2 O's.
Yes.
You know how I remember that?
How?
I remember it as like, I want to go 2, so there would be like 2 of us together.
Uh-huh.
Also, like
2
I
O's
also,
together.
and there's 2 O's together. It's like Miss Marquardt and Mrs. Grant right next to each other.
That's so sweet. So that's it. You guys copy these edits that we've made, and if we were going to go to the next step of this, we would be rewriting it for our final draft and making sure that all of these corrections and edits we made were fixed, and that our final copy that we would turn into our teacher or publish or show our family or whatever we're going to do to it is our best work, and there aren't any of these little like errors that we made and fixed. This would be your rough draft, and we want to rewrite it with our best handwriting with all the mistakes fixed. So that's it for today.